Hi guys, this is Angela Copeland from the Copeland Coaching Podcast, and I have some really exciting news to share with you today. Amazon has accepted the Copeland Coaching Podcast as an Alexa skill, and that means you will now be able to listen to the Copeland Coaching Podcast from any Alexa-enabled device. I'm going to be listening on my little Echo here, but if you're anything like me, you may be wondering how in the world does this work? So I wanted to walk you through it and show you that it's quick and free and easy. So first, get your cell phone. You want to open it up. You'll see I have an iPhone here. You'll want to look for your Amazon Alexa app. Mine's here in the top left-hand corner. You want to click on it. It'll open, and you can see mine's got my little shopping list by default that's showing up here. But you want to look at the top left-hand corner of the screen. There are these three lines here. This is the menu bar. You want to click it. It'll bring the menu over, and as you look down, you'll notice near the bottom, there is something that says Skills. So click Skills, and it'll bring up this screen. And in the top right-hand corner, there's a Search All Skills. So you want to click there and type in Copeland Coaching, and then hit Search. And when you do, it'll bring it right up, and you'll see it because it'll say Copeland Coaching and it's got the logo there. You want to click on it, and it brings you to this screen where you have this blue button in the middle that says Enable. And if you enable it, it'll add it as a skill. So for a moment, when you click Enable, it'll say Enabling Skill, and then it'll say Disable Skill. And when you see it says Disable Skill, that means that the skill has been added. Copeland Coaching Podcast has been added as a skill. And you can even see here that it shows up under your list of skills along with anything else you've added. So in my case, I tested this out by also adding NPR. So let's test it out here on the speaker. Alexa, tell Copeland Coaching to play the newest episode.
Playing the most recent episode, 161. Salary negotiation, Alexandra Dickinson. Ask for it. New York, New York.
Welcome to the Copeland Coaching Podcast, where it's all about turning your job search into a slam dunk. Your host is Angela Copeland.
Welcome to the Copeland Coaching Podcast. I'm your host, Angela Copeland. On the phone with me today, I have Alexandra Dickinson in New York. Alexandra is an entrepreneur who teaches people to negotiate. She's the founder and CEO of negotiation training and coaching company, Ask for It. So you get the idea. After you've had a chance to listen to the Copeland Coaching Podcast on your Alexa-enabled device, I'd love it if you would then go in and leave me a rating and review. And this is how you do it. You actually go back into your app and you just scroll down, and there's a button there that says Write a Review. It's super easy. You click it, and then you're brought to this page where you pick the number of stars, the headline, and the actual review. It's super easy, it's quick, and Amazon actually uses these reviews to help decide whose podcast to feature. And so it helps other people to find the show. I really appreciate your help. If you run into trouble doing this whole process on your cell phone, I wanted to share with you that you can also do it in a browser. So I've created a shortened link on Bitly, so you can see it there, bit.ly/Copeland Podcast, bit.ly/Copeland Podcast, and I'm just going to go over to a browser really quick. And you can see I'm actually in Amazon. But let's type in bit.ly/Copeland Podcast. And it's going to take us to the screen in Amazon. It's actually a longer URL, that's why I shortened it. But you'll see there, it's the Copeland Coaching Podcast, and you can also add it as a skill from this page within your Amazon account. So I'd love you to add it. I'd love you to go and listen, and I would especially love it if you would leave me a review. Thank you, and if you have any questions on how to do this, feel free to send me an email at angela@copelandcoaching.com. Thanks.